Dude, what's that back?
At the Browns' 2-yard line.
They will let him get a fucking base hit.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
He just hit a home run.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
It's 3-0.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. Some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a dump-off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Patient as hell.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
What the fuck?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well.
Yeah, this shit on all
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
All right, Didi, I need a home run, bye.
Bitch, pick 6.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Kansas and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent.
I didn't even mean to press L1,
that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
Oh, shit,
and some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Oh my God, he still doesn't get it off. Shit, so weak.
Oh, this shit on fucking rookie.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half
What the fuck
lead. Now they have a
Tyrese
chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we had, guys.
What? This game ends!
We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 8.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
7 brings up second and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Here's Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Still, bro.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Go get your ass, bitch.
Talk your shit then.
You said some gay shit, bitch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He's
got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there.
Oh, this game is so fucking gay.
Yards.
Look at this nigga just fumbled. This nigga just fumbled and lost the game. Marcus Mariota. He just fumbled and lost the game. All right, nigga, how the fuck does he fumble and get hauled by a D lineman?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
And he didn't even get hauled by Bosa. He got hauled by the other nigga.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Mayfield flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Oh, free code that's again.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Chubb. He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And again, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pull their ears back and get after him now.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25.
They sent that to the O.
Script from fourth down.
They got me pitching. They know I ain't no damn pitcher.
Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone.
They sending my stuff to the O.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned
oh my God, that's game, to the O.
Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Get me out of here.
You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
To the O. It's already 1-0.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. give it to the fullback up the middle.
Get me out of here.
Ball his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
Bro, I just heard the ball crack. The ball broke.
I was the water boy.
Set my shit to the
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ball set. Snack, crackle, pop.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them.
Bro, I just want to get out of here.
Shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
He tagged him? He ass.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
At the 25-yard line.
You want to see my football?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. This game's still fairly well in, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 14. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now here's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hello. Watching you call for it. Got a bitch up.
Hello.
Hello, SpongeBob.
Hey, SpongeBob.
What's up, Big Chris?
Who's that, Clark?
What's up, Big Chris? So real?
Got her, dude.
What you doing?
Is my controller not charging? What the fuck?
Oh, your controller is not?
It's charging.
Shut your ass up.
Shit. I got it right. Thank you, man.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Oh, that was you. Fuck you.
Putting it down for that. Time I was dying and out. Had to bring Ryan back. Doing the drills and working the wheel with your grinding that. You know what it be.
Knuckle poop.
Had to make out with a feast.
Christopher Dillon.
He got me in the game now. Read on with the game now.
What the fuck I do, bitch?
Wait, what? What happened? What happened? I didn't even hear what, bro.
He didn't even hear what I said. He didn't even hear what I said.
Damn, bro.
Which part of his back?
Bitch.